Joining us now, Dr. Balram Bhargav, the DG of the ICMR. Thank you, sir, very much for joining us. It's a very big day for India. This rollout is finally taking place. My first question to you, sir, is this. When will the rollout exactly happen?
First of all, Vishnu, I would like to thank you for inviting me, and I would like to congratulate not only you, I would like to congratulate India, I would like to congratulate Indian science, and I would like to congratulate humanity at large, because this is going to be really a game changer as far as the world is concerned. With the low middle income countries and India, and we are having 2 vaccines in large quantities in our armamentarium, which will be wonderful for society at large. So the vaccines, as you know, have been given emergency use authorization after the SEC has met for 2 days, for 7-8 hours both days, and tremendous amount of scientific deliberations, and then further deliberations by the DCGI to give this approval, which has been phenomenal. I think I would congratulate all of you, and it's a red letter day as far as India is concerned and Indian science is concerned.
And when will the rollout happen, sir?
I think it should happen very soon. I don't see any reason why, because they have been stockpiling. Both these companies have been stockpiling. Both these countries have been bottling them. Both these companies have been getting their batch testing done. So all that is all ready and done, and we've had the dry run by the government done recently, and we've been covering it so well, whether it be in different cities, different states, and so from that perspective, I think we are very ready to roll it out very, very soon.
And by that you would mean just the next couple of days within this week? Would that be a fair for me to report it?
Actually, that is the Ministry of Health to comment on exact date.
Okay.
But I would say that within a week we should be able to definitely start rolling it out. Yes.
Okay. Very interesting about Bharat Biotech. The safety parameters indicate that it works quite well. It's safe. However, there is no efficacy data. Is that a standard we should be following?
The point that we want to emphasize, I think, here is that the government has taken a very preemptive and a proactive approach, wherein we have seen that there is the UK variant on the horizon, which is looming large and creating havoc in the US in the United Kingdom in terms of about 51,000 cases every day. So in terms of that perspective, we had some reports from the Pfizer clearly saying that they will have to tweak their vaccine, and they can do that in 6 weeks' time. From that perspective, this whole virus vaccine being available in our armamentarium will be very, very useful from that perspective. And this is the first time I think any country has done this thing, that they have a whole virus vaccine which is available like this for targeting the other strain which may happen. So, and the clinical trial mode will continue, the rolling review will continue, the clinical trials will continue. There is efficacy data from the animal studies, whether it be small animals or large animals or challenge studies. There is efficacy data from the phase 1. There is efficacy data from the phase 2. There is tremendous amount of immunogenicity and safety data. 22,000 people have been given the first dose. There is no serious adverse events. So from that perspective, there is enough safety data available for both these vaccines. The phase 2B trial of Covishield also continues, because they have to get their the immunogenicity data still of the 1,600 patients. Similarly, the 22,000 have to be converted to 25,000 as far as the Covaxin is concerned. So I think it's a very balanced sort of a step that has been given by the scientific community, which is I congratulate all of you.
Right, but Dr. Bhargav, let me ask you this. Based on the data you have seen so far on Bharat Biotech, what is the efficacy that you've seen in phase 1 and phase 2?
In terms of the phase 1, phase 2, we've had no cases which have developed. In the first phase 1, I think there was 375 patients. None of them have developed, and they've been followed up now for 104 days. And in the phase 2, also none of the cases have developed the disease, and they have been followed up, I think, for about more than 50, 55 days.
Right.
days. So, yeah.
But sir, in terms of efficacy, is it 50% effective, 60, 70, 80 plus in phase 1 and phase 2? You said you had some data you've already got. What are the indicators so far?
So indicators are that it is a very high efficacy. I would like to put it like that.
Okay, and by which stage, sir, would you be able to get that data? Would it be weeks, months? Because as I understand it, this needs to be unblinded. In other words, it's only at a certain stage of the trials that you would have reached a situation when you can unblind the data and then say that this is X percentage effective. When would that be?
I think, as you said, within weeks. Yeah, definitely within weeks. Yeah.
Within weeks?
Yeah.
All right. And sir, just another point you mentioned which is really important. You mentioned that Pfizer have said that they need to tweak their vaccine in order to deal with the new strain from the United Kingdom. That's important, sir. Could you share any more details that you have on this, their concerns?
Yeah, this is a concern because if you look at the virus, there are the 3 proteins, the other proteins. So S protein has shown the mutation in the UK strain, and this was targeting the spike protein. All these mRNA vaccines were targeting the spike protein. So in all probability, it will work, but there is some doubt that it may not work. So the Pfizer the chairman and CEO has said that he can tweak the vaccine in 6 weeks' time. Having said that, we have a whole virus vaccine which is targeting everything in the virus. So that may be more robust to have in the armamentarium, and I think that is the advantage which Bharat Biotech vaccine will offer clearly.
Okay, just a last question to you.
And I would add a writer potential. Yeah.
Right. And sir, last question to you. In terms of the stockpile that we have now of vaccines, Bharat Biotech and SII, what are the numbers that are available now, and is this sufficient to deal with that? The immediate group that needs to be vaccinated, the armed forces, people with comorbidities, senior citizens, etc. Approximately what? How many is it, sir? 30 crore, right?
Yes, 30 crores for in the next 6 months. First, 1 crore for healthcare workers, 2 crores for frontline workers. And I would like to say that we have enough stockpile to reach that number definitely. And even in January, we can reach the number for the healthcare and the frontline.
And sir, these are both 2-dose drugs. So is India sticking to the normal regimen, approximately 28 days?
Yes, India is sticking to that regimen at the moment. Because we have data for this regimen only. We do not have the data for the 12-week regimen, which is being touted in the United States and has also been criticized by the FDA and by the NIH, that the 12-week regimen, the data is not available. The data for the 28-day regimen is available for most of these vaccines, and so from that perspective, we will be sticking to that at the moment.
All right. Dr. Bhargav, wonderful speaking to you. It's a great day, as you mentioned, for all of us. Let's hope the rollout now works as fast. Thank you very much.
Well, with your support, all the best. Thank you so much. Yes,
thank you.
Well done.